Hello and welcome to Wingin It. And so we are back again with another game from the Onaka Goose Outlast. And yeah, this is game 2 from our round of 16 match. If you haven't seen game 1, I'd recommend you check it out. It was an absolute blast. Definitely before I spoil the result, absolutely heartbreaking on that food tiebreaker, but best of 3. So we are still in here with another game against JJ Legs. So yeah, we got to win this one. We got to win this one and send it to that deciding game 3. Let's take a look at what we're going to get in our starting hand. And okay, not quite as exciting as the starting hand from the first game, but still some options. I mean, you like the chickadee; it's a good opening bird for sure. In forest, and the willet as well works here with fishery managers. So probably it's probably going to be those two. Just start seeing what we can do. Really, dig in for some birds. I think is going to be on the menu. And yeah, see chickadee help with a few points, helps for a couple of end rounds, potentially. And yeah, hopefully get a bit more food access going. So these two feel sensible. Whitethroat feels risky, could work, but yeah, I don't feel too comfortable about that. So I think we just lock that in. Like I say, we'll play the willet, lay some eggs, start drawing some cards. And who knows, maybe the Eleanor's Falcon, no rodents. I think we just dig and see what we find, to be honest. Yeah, I suppose I could switch the worm for a rodent. Maybe we'll do that. Because there's loads of worms in the feeder, so getting one of those shouldn't be too difficult. Yeah, let's lock that in. And like I say, willet eggs, start drawing cards. Maybe Falcon, maybe not. But Falcon could be useful for this end around. Certainly, if we are going to have some dice outside the bird feeder, maybe get ourselves some free eggs there. So yeah, that's going to be the plan, perhaps, but we'll see. It might depend a bit on what our opponent's going to keep as well. Alright, here we go. What has our opponent kept? Very, very similar. A couple of birds, 3 food. You never like to see the rodent kept. But to be fair, we've done the same, so doesn't always mean raven, but that is, yeah, that's normally where your mind goes. But maybe I don't know, maybe they want the Eleanor's Falcon, so we'll see. We'll just play our willet. Like I say, I think the plan for us should be straightforward. Okay, they do want the Eleanora. That's kind of interesting. Revealing a carrion crow, which could also be interesting. Obviously, we've already got one predator. They're going to have one. Maybe if they're so desperate for Eleanora, they might have a falcon, a predator situation. But yeah, who knows? Maybe they just needed the whatever, so they're going to get it down. We're going to draw Goldcrest. Probably not the game for you, but I think this might be the game for Carrion Crow. So I'm going to take it. Kingfisher would have been nice as well, but what can you do? Yeah, I think we play Chickadee, we take food, we chuck the Goldcrest, play Carrion Crow, we keep drawing cards, see what we get. And that's going to be key, and it feels like that's what my opponent is also going to do, so yeah. Do a bit of digging themselves. 2 extra birds still in hand. Wonder what those are going to be. But yeah, for us, it should be straightforward. And I mean, round 1 Carrion Crow is such a blank canvas. It can sometimes just be you get those 4 caches and, to be honest, 7-point birds to flesh out the wetlands a bit. It's not terrible. But you can easily stack up extra predator powers. Yeah, score a lot of points. So that would definitely be something I would look at doing. But yeah, I think for now play Carrion Crow, and we might have to see on this end around because it might be better off just laying eggs twice, win the end around, rather than drawing. I normally don't like doing that. I'd rather start digging and see what I find, but yeah, might have to be that situation. So I think we're going to keep the rodent, because if we do find some more predator birds, that could be good for us. But yeah, they've used up all their eggs. They do have lots of birds now, so we'll see what the plan is. But I think if we lay eggs twice here, I think we might be able to win the center round, because I think best they could do is lay eggs, play a bird in the wetlands, and then lay eggs again, and that's not going to get them to 4. So I think it's worth it. Get a bit of an egg bank going. What that means going into round 2 is I can just draw cards and take food and play birds. I don't have to worry about laying eggs. I've got 4 eggs spare. Can easily get some more birds down in any habitat, and that could be quite nice, because sometimes you do find you're in round 2, you're trying to develop, you're trying to accelerate, you got no eggs, you got to spend a turn laying eggs, and it can slow you down. So I'll take the slowness here, where I can make sure that I'm getting a bit of extra benefit, and yeah, being able to win an end round. Definitely a nice benefit to have. So yeah, it's like I say, from there, just going to be about what cards can we find, and we can afford to do a bit of digging. Hopefully there are dice outside the feeder for this Willet to work with, get some caches. And yeah, any extra cards we get, chuck them, get a bit more food. Yeah, that'll suit me very nicely. All right, back to us, and they played Nightingale. Okay, bit of free food. Don't dislike that. Do not dislike that for sure. Let's get some eggs down. And yeah, maybe we don't have to worry so much about taking food. We can just do a bit of digging of ourselves. So yeah, they will no doubt lay eggs here, as they have done. Give me seed, I'll take it. And yeah, we're gonna lay eggs as well. So like I say, win the end round, get ourselves a bit of an egg bank going, and that will suit me very nicely. So yeah, always kind of nervous in this situation where they've got 5 cards. Something like a Nightingale, obviously get any food you want, so you can get those down really easily. We'll see what they've got up their sleeve for us. A couple of seeds. Okay, not many birds that eat 2 seeds, so that'll be interesting. But there we go. We're going to take our free cash. We get a win on the end of round, and we go into round 2. And okay. Lots of wetland birds, which probably they're happier about than me. I don't know. Maybe that ruddy duck could still do a bit of work. Yeah, drawing some more cards, seeing what I find, but does depend a bit how much more free food they're going to give me. They're going to keep yeah. Oh, they take the Gallinule. Okay, so maybe they're going to give me free cards still, alongside the free food. Kinglet could be nice. Kinglet could definitely be nice. Oyster catcher, maybe not so much. Bullfinch as well. Okay, some good birds coming up here. Definitely some good birds. Especially, I mean, if they lay eggs and give out the cherry, so they can play their Gallinule, I can easily pick up that Bullfinch and double play into it. I think that would be really nice. Especially this end of round, 3 birds in a row. Just push out the forest, get more food generation going. No, they're going to take it. I did kind of think. The more I talked myself into that, I thought, nah, you deny that in that situation. So, absolutely, that makes sense here now. Ruddy Duck and Very Swift do pair quite nicely. More cards, and then you tuck them. Not a fan of that. We're going to draw. Oh, great. Not the birds we want to see. Okay. Are they going to take a cherry now and play the Bullfinch? That might be what they do. Yeah. Okay. How do I want to play this? So I'm pretty sure they're going to play Bullfinch, take food, and then play that Gallinule. Can't kind of not really happy with what I'm getting here. I think I need to keep drawing. It's whether I take that very swift or not. Because that would be very nice. Just plonk that down and then you get 3 food and 2 points. And, you know, a way of actually using up these cards, but... okay, Cerulean Warbler. To be honest, I might just play that instead. Oh, I don't know. I'd be more inclined to go for this very swift if I actually had good birds worth playing. Maybe this Oyster Catcher could be one. Especially with the worms from the swift, but... oh, there we go. Eastern Phoebe. That might be something to work with. But I'm digging in the hope of finding grass and birds because, yeah, these end of rounds, the last 2 in particular, egg heavy. Yeah, there goes Bullfinch. I'm starting to feel like I should have just taken that Ruddy Duck and played it earlier, because it certainly would have given me more cards to see. I just kind of expected to find something better by now. I don't know. I could play Phoebe legs twice. Play Oyster Catcher. It's not great, but yeah. Could also. I mean, I could kinglet into Warbler double play. That gives me a bit more food access just by discarding. Kind of toying with the idea of playing this Greylag Goose. Because this obviously is one of the end of rounds that it does hit, and it's 7 points. Going last this round, I could definitely snipe it. I don't know. I'd be surprised if they get to 3 in any habitat. So I think just playing a normal bird would probably be okay. I kind of wondered maybe they might take that green woodpecker to, yeah, just to snipe me a little bit. But oh, I honestly don't know what to do here. Could double play, take food, play Oyster Catcher, but then I still have a turn. I'm just going to draw cards again. Okay, there we go. That's better. That's better. That's what we're looking for. And a cash. Finally, everything's coming up. Everything's coming up for me here. So that is good. So yeah, this Blackbird, absolute game changer. Now all of these crappy birds that I didn't really know what I was going to do with. Well, they're all points now. Yeah, birds like the Oyster Catcher as well. They're going to work out, and I might take food here and play Oyster Catcher because it does help the end around, and of course those extra birds. We can play Phoebe, we can play Blackbirds with what we've already got. There are 2 worms staring at me there. Yeah, I'm 100% expecting a Gallinule. To be honest, that Gallinule is going to help this Blackbird as well. So if I can hide that until they played the Gallinule, I definitely would like to do that. So, do I double play here? Maybe I just double play, take food. Double play, take food. Get the forest set up because I can always use the worms from the Phoebe to play the Oyster Catcher. So I might just do that. Might just do that because yeah, I can take food and I can get the worm and the seed. Play both of these, so I think we are going to do that. It's a bit weird. I think it makes sense. So we'll see. Hope for Forester. I mean, Ornithologist or Falconer. Probably Ethologist, to be honest. Here, already got 4 and another. I mean, yeah, we're going to play the Oyster Catcher. That's a white power in the wetland. So yeah, Ethologist, great pickup there. Great pickup. Very happy with that. And yeah, we'll take... I think we take food here. Like I say, take food, play Blackbird and Phoebe. Not sure the order matters too much. But yeah, we can afford... We can afford to chuck a card because then we've got Goose and Grosbeak to tuck onto the Blackbird. Those give us the 2 Phoebe worms to then play the Oyster Catcher. So... oh, they went with Turtle Dove. That means, okay, they've been smart about this. They got me hook, line, and sinker. We can still play the Goose. if we get enough seeds. I might do that. I might just gamble. That would be quite funny. Cause I don't really want to put any of these in the forest. Okay, well, we've got no choice now because there's there's no worms for Phoebe. So yeah, I think we just play Greylag Goose here, win the end of round, because that is going to be 3 extra points. Yeah, there you go. Gallon yours goes down, so we're going to goose it up, and we still have the extra X. That's fine. We can still make this work. We might have to draw cards once a bit sooner than we anticipated, but who knows? Maybe they give us a Gallon your card, and actually we don't have to. So Goose goes down. We went full circle that round, and we ended up playing it. So happy with that, and a cash, and I think I can see a Raven in the tray. So we're just going to go and grab that right away. No hesitation. And I think the Brant as well, actually. I mean, do we... maybe we don't... Does it matter if we chuck an egg? Nah, because we have to play the Raven before... It's a lay egg. Play the Raven, lay eggs, and then we can like get Blackbird and stuff down. So I think we play Brant because... Or pick up Brant. Because between Brant and Oystercatcher... Think about it. So we draw cards now, we would have 7 in hand. And 10 turns. Yeah, I mean between those we wouldn't need to draw again. So maybe I don't need to chuck an egg actually, because that's a point, and I don't think I need the card. Yeah, okay. I think we just take those 2. Hey, another fish. Probably the last fish we're going to see, because I don't think, like I say, we're going to be drawing cards again. I'd like one more fishery manager bird. I mean, if I'm going to go asking for anything, if like Puffin could show up, that'd be nice. We might need a bit of luck on the Oystercatcher, or we might just need to be patient with the Brant. See where that takes us. But we look good. I mean, I don't know. I don't think we needed this Raven, but it's certainly going to help. We did sort of have a plan with Phoebe and Blackbird, and use the Phoebe to play. The Oystercatcher probably could have forced down Brant somewhere along the line as well. Free card. Okay, maybe we make that work as well. I don't know, maybe it's too late. Definitely you can go. And yeah, we want to leave this feeder like this. So their Falcon. There's nothing to work with. Okay, how are we looking for this end around actually? Oh, they've not got any. Don't know if we could even get swallowed down in time, but certainly that chickadee's going to help with a little bit of egg space. Oh, and I've just realised Greylag Goose hits the last end around as well. Sometimes my genius is so strong that even I don't realise it. So there we go. OP Greylag Goose. That might be my thumbnail sorted. That's going to hit 2 end rounds. Very, very nice. And yeah, they've only got the Eleanor's Falcon for that one, so they might be in trouble there. We might be able to win that one comfortably as well. So let's get this Raven down. And like I say, it might... Just think about this. It might be better to take food here, because we've got the cards. Cowbird. Definitely better to take food now. Because if I lay eggs, I get a point and 2 food. If I take food, I get 1 point here and 3 food. And I don't need the egg, because I can take food and just play Blackbird. So we're going to do that. We are going to do that. So let's do that. Yeah, I think... I don't know. I think it's too late for Swallow, if I'm honest. Feel like I can use the Brant. There's nice stuff, so do this and this and this. Yeah. I suppose a seed doesn't hurt. And we're still gonna be okay for this end around, because we play Blackbird, and then when we lay eggs, we lay all 3 eggs on the chickadee. We get the tuck on the Blackbird, and then we use that egg for the Raven. Oh, so that worked out quite well. That worked out quite well. Okay, Junior Titmouse. So that is them tying. Yeah, I think we just get up tying. Could play Phoebe and win it, but rather Blackbird down. And actually, I can't win it with Phoebe because I can't lay enough eggs. So, yeah, this works fine by me. And then we'll see. We'll see if we want to do Oyster Catcher or Bran. I probably prefer Oyster Catcher because I think if they draw cards once more, that's going to be the difference maker. Because Bran gives us exactly what we need. We'll tuck the Phoebe this turn. Bran gives us exactly the cards we need. Oyster Catcher leaves us one shot, but yeah, Gallinuel could be helping us there. So I'm interested they go for food. They're gonna have to lay eggs next turn. But I would have thought you almost don't mind using Nightingale now. So I can get whatever food I want with this Raven. My food access is not stunted. But yeah. They didn't seem happy. Maybe we're bugged. Maybe that's why they didn't seem happy. We'll reload just in case. We are bugged. There we go. Always good to check. See, I think they did take food. They did. We're going to lay eggs. Easy peasy. And yeah, I think we take 2 worms here. We can see. If the tray's nice, we can brant it up. Very nice brant. Like I say, just one more fishery manager bird. That's what I'm crying out for. It's really what I'm crying out for in this position. But 54 points plus some end of rounds. We're doing okay. It's not a highlight reel game, but yeah, with all due respect, I don't think it's been the case on either side. So it's going okay. They did tie the end round, as expected. We get to the last round, and that is a terrible tray. So I think we gamble Oyster Catcher because even if the Brant misses a card, 3 fish. Oh, that must have been from last round. Okay, so they must just be laying eggs lots now with their indexes all. That does hit this end around for them. So they got 2, we've got 3, and actually we've got 4 either way. Okay, so they're probably not going to draw cards. But yeah, Oyster Catcher leaves us 1 card short, but that card's only worth 2 points. Oyster Catcher's already worth 2 more points, so I think we just play it. We're going to see 3 cards, and they better be good ones. Fish Crow, I'll take it. It's a fishery manager bird, so yeah, very nice. Happy with that. Yeah, I think we just play Fish Crow and then lay eggs twice. We can start chucking food as well, so it's worth a few more points in that sense. And yeah, say not a flashy game, certainly not a flashy end game, but I think we should be able to win this in a round on 4. They've only got 2. I'd be impressed if they play 2 more and lay eggs on them in the last 4 turns. Because they kept the yellow hammer, which is a ground nest, but probably a bit late. But yeah, I wonder, they must have something to play because I suppose they could just lay eggs for 3 eggs and a tuck and an egg. Oh, they are giving out fish. Might have a puffin situation. But that's okay. Every food they give me here is a point. I think I might have only used this Raven once. So it definitely wasn't game changing in that sense, but I think I still had to play it because you never know. I mean, if I'd like lucked into Egret Puffin there, I'd be wishing I had food access. So yeah, I don't mind it. But there we go. 3 points there, 6 points there. I would take that. We got ourselves Black Skimmer. Okay, not Puffin, and that gives us an extra point because it's a predator. So Carrion Crow's laughing all the way to the bank. Let's lay our eggs. And yeah, We can skip. They might give out of food, but if they do, they'll chuck it for an egg. I'll chuck it for an egg. It's kind of pointless. So at the very least, skipping the Raven there is worth it, because we might not need to use it. Unless, please don't be another food type breaker. I don't think my heart could take another one of them. Too stressful. Too stressful for my liking. But you never know. I'm trying to work out their bonus card. It might be, oh there we go, they did give out a free food. Might be Wetland Scientist. Got to work out what else you play the Skipper. Maybe they have got Vulcaner or something. But yeah, doesn't change our plan. Certainly doesn't change theirs. We lay eggs here. Yeah, we don't need to use the Raven because we can chuck the seed. So only 4 points on that last turn, but it's 4 points, so then we win the end of round 7. So somewhere in the mid-90s. I really hope it's enough. Really, really hope it's enough. It's their board. It doesn't look great. It's all going to be on their bonus cards. But even then, I mean, yeah. You think about what bonus cards would be amazing here. It's basically only Prairie Manager and Fishery Manager, maybe Omni. Even there, they only have one. So yeah, I don't know. This could be close. I've not counted. But we'll see. We're going to skip all these powers because we don't need them. And they get something. Free egg. There we go. But yeah, that cowbird, that was a nice play. They got, I want to say maybe 4 eggs. 4 free eggs of that. So not bad. There we go. Two carrying crow caches. Very nice. And we win the end of round, so we've pretty much dominated those. Only the tie in round 3. We go into the final score, so... Oh man, I honestly don't know. I'm just praying it's a win. We're neck and neck there. Okay, only 3 bonus points, so that's excellent. That's what we like to see. As I said, dominating end of round, so we're going to pull ahead pretty comfortably. Eggs, I think, could be quite close here. Yeah, they bring it back a bit. I know we've got some caches. Oh, there we go, 11. Loads of caches and a few tuck cards, and it's not close in the end. 97 to 76. Very nice indeed. So, yeah, Raven comes up. I don't know if that made the difference. Like I said, I think I might have only used it once. So maybe if it hadn't come up, maybe we could have won that third end of round with the Phoebe. So I don't know. Maybe it was a case of even getting distracted by the Raven. Maybe I shouldn't have picked up and played it at all. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Greylag Goose. Absolutely OP, winning me 2 end of rounds. Very, very nice indeed. So yeah, some good bonus cards to go along with it. So there we have it. We win game 2. And that means we go to the deciding game 3, and we get to start that one as well with a better points difference. So hello, future me here. Before we end this video, I just wanted to add this little bit on the end to say, unfortunately, I did record game 3 of the series, but the footage got corrupted after I recorded it, which meant no video, unfortunately. But I did save the game to the preserved archive, so we can take a look just for a little bit of closure on this series. And unfortunately, on this tournament, as you can see there, we did have a defeat here. Pretty close one in the end. But yeah, it was a bit of a tough game, and didn't really feel like it was going to be one that we were winning. So already behind there quite badly on the bird points. Dragging it back a little bit there through the bonus cards and the end of round goals. And yeah, eggs, my opponent had plenty of those, really eating away at the advantage. And yeah, just not enough really at the end there, unfortunately. 92 to 86 in the end was the final score. So yeah, as you can kind of see, a very, very strange board. I would really have loved to have been able to share this as a video, because I think it was a very interesting game through the way it developed. Opening with the black woodpecker in the forest, it proceeded to miss twice in the opening round, and that just really killed all of my tempo. Not really getting enough food to play birds and to hit the starling, get lots of tucks there as well. We did have quite a tasty round 2. You're probably wondering about the European roller. That was to win that end of round goal, so it did its job there very nicely. But yeah, just didn't really have any engine going on other than in the forest getting food for that starling. So was definitely a struggle. And then over on my opponent's board, you can see they had a much better tie than me through the rough. They got that down pretty early on. And yeah, followed that up with a late partridge for lots of eggs, and of course white stork for plenty of points, and 4-point ornithologist as well. So yeah, it was a tough game. My opponent played well, no doubt, but yeah, I definitely got a bit unfortunate, I think, at the start with the black woodpecker. It's a bit of a gamble, that bird. Always, you know, can come back to bite you sometimes. So yeah, that's the risk you take when you play it. But there we go. As I said, that closes out the chapter of this tournament. I just want to say thank you everyone who's followed along. It's been a long journey in this tournament through 3 different survival rounds, cutting it close on some occasions, but some really enjoyable games for me personally, but hopefully for you guys watching as well. So yeah, thank you for watching. And of course, there's always more tournaments that are going to come around the corner. So do stick around, do stay tuned, do subscribe if you aren't already so you can stay up to date. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you again very soon for some more tournament gameplay. Hopefully it goes better than this game. And hopefully you're actually able to see the game. So yeah, see you again next time.